Yeah, it's Rome, the rebel, the rhythm, so feel 'em, let's get 'em. Yeah. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, sorry for the interruption. You are now listening to the Our Truth podcast. Second week in a row, got a guest with me, my young G. You know what I mean? Introduce yourself, player.
What's going on? My name is Jason. 7 years old. Regular kid from the Bronx, man. Wash Ave up, you heard?
You already. You know what I mean? We're just gonna talk our shit, regular shit. So, we was just sitting here, catching up with my young guard, and he sitting here telling me he a Saints fan. Like, Saints only been popping for a little minute, man.
11 years, not even. It was popping in the 80s, but that was before my time.
They was not popping. They was the Aints.
They just don't remember the Dome Patrol, man.
The Dome Patrol?
Yeah, they had that nickname back in the day because of their defense. But yeah, they was trash.
Oh, Ricky Jackson, right?
Archie
the
Manning,
linebacker,
quarterback. They couldn't really do nothing. Dudes wearing bags over their heads, man. But, fast forward about 20 plus years later, Drew Brees doing his thing still. So he underrated though. He underrated because he's short, But
so you wasn't a fan when they had Ricky Williams?
Nah, I wasn't even watching football at the time.
I wasn't watching football.
Nah, I was outside playing manhunt.
I mean, I respect that though. I respect that. At least you know what I mean. At least you keeping it real. Like,
yeah, I had a childhood. He was outside playing manhunt. One day, my uncle sat me down. He was like, "Yo, come watch this." Sat me down, watched the Rose Bowl, and I saw Reggie Bush. And I fell in love with
the year they won.
Nah, the year they lost.
To Vince Young.
Yeah,
in Texas.
I became a huge. From there on, I became infatuated with Reggie Bush. Man, dude, elusiveness. He was just. And I started watching his highlights on YouTube, and I was like, "Oh, this dude is a monster." Then he got drafted by New Orleans, second pick.
So you followed him.
Yeah, so I just followed him.
Really? San Francisco, right? He was hurt though.
Say where he's from?
No, where he at right now? He
retired. Yeah, he retired. He got hurt his last game. Yeah, he got hurt in San Francisco. He called it quits.
He got hurt in San Francisco.
He called it quits. I follow him on Instagram too. So. Yeah.
So that's like your football idol.
Yeah,
so
basically
you
can say he's basically my idol. The dude, he couldn't do no wrong. I mean, no incident in college. With the whole money situation.
Listen, man.
A lot of these kids.
Get that chicken, man. Get that bag, man.
Listen, you come from poverty.
You just gotta know how to do it. You gotta maneuver it like Cam. Like, you gotta send your pops to go get that bag.
I don't know how kids did it though. Cam did it.
You gotta send your pops to go get that bag, man.
Yeah, that dude.
For real though.
Since then, I just stuck with the Saints. Even through when we had the Greg Williams, the whole
the bounty.
Yeah, the bounty gate. I loved it. You feel me?
Right.
You feel me? It's just competitive. I mean, betting on who to injure, that shouldn't even be allowed. But to just make it competitive, like I'm gonna get this many sacks, or I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. It's just a competitive game. At the end of the day, it's grown men getting paid to play child sport. So. It is what it is. Then when he left, we got Rob Ryan, and our defense. His first year, our defense was pretty good. We had a top 5 defense.
Yeah, but then I lost a bunch of players though.
Yeah,
we
basically lost a lot of veterans. Jonathan Vilma, he left.
Darren Sharper left.
Darren Sharper right now, he ain't doing much.
He ain't doing much. That nigga was raping wild joints. Like, how the nigga was just going state to state raping bitches like that? That's just crazy.
He was raping white bitches like that.
He was wild.
He was bound to get caught.
Some was ODing, son. But
sucks. Man.
So like, I mean, being that Reggie, I guess like you followed him, like that was your first, that's your favorite running back, like of all time. Is that your favorite running back of all time?
I don't consider him a running back because he was somebody that did it all. He could run the ball, he could catch out the backfield, he could kick return, punt return. He's more of like when you recruit kids,
like a utility player.
Yeah, basically that's what it is. You can line him up outside, and he can catch the ball. Not too many too many running backs can actually do that. You know. But
Okay,
now,
so where would you rate him in the I guess in the history of the league as like a utility type player, like
somebody like
number one?
Nah, I wouldn't consider him number one.
Well, from who you seen, let's just go with like who you seen.
Watch we had Brian Westbrook. When he was on the Eagles, he was able to do that as well.
Yeah, return kicks. He's a running back, caught out of the backfield.
There's not too many. Right now we got us a steal with Alvin Kamara. He offensive rookie of the year. That kid.
I'm not gonna lie. He was like watching him. Like he just runs effortlessly. Like
he makes it look easy.
He makes the game look real easy.
It is dangerous because sometimes I don't even think he really when he runs that ball. I don't even think he's just he's not even going full speed because he knows he's fast. Like it's when you know you fast, when you know you're faster than everybody else.
Right.
It's just okay, why even not saying he don't try hard, but it's
Nah, I don't think he's faster than everybody.
He's elusive.
Yeah, he's elusive. He's not. I don't think he's one of the fastest players in the league, but I think he's one of the most elusive. Absolutely.
He's small.
And he run hard.
Yeah, he's small, so it's
he run hard.
When you somebody that's small as far as running back, and you got a linebacker that's about 6'2", 6'3", you have to come down to his size.
Okay.
That's why you got guys like Maurice Jones-Drew when he popped Sean Merriman. You gotta.
I think MJD is all legs though. That nigga was all legs, man.
Just looking at that, I was never able to compare myself to Reggie because Reggie was Reggie was about 6 feet 5'11", so I look at guys like Darren Sproles, who's about 5'6", Maurice Jones-Drew, who's about 5'8", those type of guys, even Wes Welker, who's 5'8".
Right.
Those short guys, it gets you hyped because it's you got all these tall guys around and it's just you can't relate to them. That's why I don't know. It's just these dudes. Those are the guys I really look at. They play hard because they play with a chip on their shoulder.
Right.
Because they little. They probably been out it their whole life. Not to change the subject, but as far as basketball, you got a guy like Isaiah Thomas, who's my height, and he's doing his thing. He still play with a chip on his shoulder. I guess when you short, you have to go through life with a chip on your shoulder because you got all these tall people around you and whatnot. As far as especially in sports.
But in football you could get away with being undersized, not saying that. Whatever, but with football, there's more undersized players than basketball.
Oh yeah, it's rare that it's rare that you. I think
most cornerbacks are not even 6 feet. So
no, not at all.
Yeah,
so 5'11", 5'10".
Yeah.
But I think the Seahawks method is when they had Richard Sherman, Brandon Brown, the original Legion of
Right.
You had
Brandon Brown 6'3".
You had those you had tall, lanky corners, and that can keep up with receivers. Because most people don't notice Richard Sherman. Most people that don't follow football, that do follow football, that just they see Richard Sherman and look at it as he's top 3, maybe top 2 best corners in the league when healthy. He was a receiver at Stanford. He didn't really play. I think he didn't play corner until probably his junior year.
Right.
So for a guy, when he lines up against a receiver, he basically, he knows what you're running, and him being a receiver, that also helps with your hands. I did.
Yeah. He definitely got one of the best hands at corner in the league.
I went to I went to a little small JUCO college out in the city and whatnot, and the receiver coach was telling me, he's a lot of these guys that don't pan out at receiver, they transition It's a corner.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, they say that's the only difference, like,
Yeah,
between
you
the
know.
corner and the receiver is the hands.
Yeah, corner is
Like,
basically a
yeah.
receiver with no hands. So you know, if you could play receiver, you got hands, and you know you got other guys that you know just might be better at you at receiver, running routes, you know, speed wise, you know, actually going up to get the ball, coming back for the ball. You can transition as a corner. Like they say, cornerback is probably the toughest position in football.
Oh,
outside, I feel like outside of quarterback.
I think it's tougher than quarterback.
No.
I think it's tougher than
Of course,
quarterback.
like, if you got one-on-one, like you thinking your man is over the top helping you, he's not, and you get lost, you easily get burned.
Yeah,
you know, even the best of them get burned. You know. Like,
No, that's a fact. Even the best of them get burned, but like as you can see, Tom, 40 years old, made it to the Super Bowl. Like, ain't no 40-year-old corners in the league. Like, and after you reach a certain age, you getting sent to play safety.
Oh yeah, of course. That's what happened.
Yeah.
I don't think that's what happened with Darrell Reed. I think Darrell Reed didn't want to play safety. I mean, I would have chose it. You got guys
after a certain age,
you gotta play safety.
You
I mean,
play
if you want to extend your career,
yeah, D'Angelo Hall.
I think Champ Bailey did it. Did Champ Bailey did it, or he was the safety?
I'm not sure if Champ Bailey did it. But I know D Hall did it. Charles Woodson did it.
I mean, Charles Woodson is a different kind of dude.
Yeah, but even he transitioned to playing safety. He played safety like in his last years of playing in the league.
It becomes easier because after a while, you basically been in the league for so long, you basically know everything.
Yeah, when you're a corner, you most of the time when you play corner, you playing on the fastest guys.
Yeah.
Like when it's man coverage, or when you play man as a safety, you playing on like the tight end, or you know what I mean.
Yeah,
I mean now the slot receiver is kind of like.
For me right now, as far as safety wise, I'm gonna always be biased with my Saints, but as far as like, you give me Thomas, like. He's another short dude.
Yeah,
he's another short guy, where he plays with a chip on his shoulder. I just think he's totality of it all. Like Richard Sherman is the mouth of the Legion of Boom. Cam Chancellor is the muscle, and Earl Thomas is the heart. That's just how I looked at it as. And Brandon Brown was just that guy. Like you need me to do anything, I'm gonna do it. It just sucks that they couldn't really stay together.
But he left after the first run.
Yeah, he went to
New England.
To New England. I think
no. Did he go to New England?
No,
he went to New Orleans first.
To New Orleans.
He went to New Orleans first, and then he went to New England.
We gave him that big ass contract.
And yeah, cut him, and then he went to the
Patriots.
He went to the Patriots. Yeah, that's a fact.
It's crazy as it may seem, that man got 2 Super Bowl rings. Because what most people don't know, he was on the Seahawks team the year that they won. He was just hurt. He was on the roster.
Yeah, he got hurt late in the year though.
He was hurt, so he got 2 Super Bowl rings.
No, I think he played in that Super Bowl, did he?
Nah, he didn't play. They had I forgot. To be honest with you, when it comes to
what's Walter Thurman the third or some shit like that?
When it comes to the Seahawks, whoever's on the opposite of Richard Sherman, you just don't know who they are.
I mean, I'm
that's
knowledgeable, but I kind of like pay attention.
Watching, it's like he takes away an entire field, So that's pretty amazing. Like I think the only other this season that I've seen playoff time wise, when the Patriots played the Jags, I was looking at Tom Brady's stats, and he abused AJ Boye's side. Like I think he threw to.
Now I'm not gonna say he abused Boye. It was mostly linebackers. It was mostly Miles Jack out of position. But going back to your shit about Earl Thomas, you think he the best safety in the league?
Right now?
Yeah.
Nah, I gave that to the man up in Minnesota.
Who? Harrison Smith?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think he's underrated.
I definitely think he's underrated. I don't think he's the best safety in the league.
I mean, you
I
can,
think by far Eric Berry is the best safety.
I mean, when Eric, he hasn't really been completely healthy. You know,
he played the whole. Well, not the year that just passed, but the year before that, he came back. He played the whole year.
He had the I think he had cancer.
Yeah, cancer. Like to have cancer and come back and still be a Pro Bowl, like damn near defensive player of the year. Like
he never stopped working out. You know, even with it. You know,
yeah, like that's crazy.
That really, that's something special because you know not too many. You know, once you get a diagnosis and a doctor tells you you have cancer, a lot of people really break down. I know I'll break down because I wouldn't really that first instinct. I really wouldn't know what to do. You know, it's like damn, I got cancer. You know, like it's at any my life at this point is on time. You know, I'm on borrowed time. Well, I mean, we all are on borrowed time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we all can't live for life forever. You know, but you know, you get something like. As far as that devastating of a disease, the hair is like, you know, now it's ticking. Like you can really hear that clock in your head ticking. Like when is
That's a fact.
Father Time? You know, they always say God don't make no mistakes. You know, like sometimes even when you question it, like they say the good die young. So,
yeah, that's true. But yeah, I mean, Eric Berry is amazing.
Yeah, that man is amazing, you know. Like,
and that defense is not that great.
Oh, nah, not at all. I feel like,
not that great. Like, you don't really got no help. I mean, Marcus Peters is alright at the corner, but you don't really got no help out there.
I think with if he was playing in that playoff game against Tennessee, they'd have won.
No, don't disrespect my Titans, alright?
Oh, you a Titans fan?
Yeah, man.
I mean, I like Mariota. You know,
Yeah,
I really do. I really like Mariota. You know, he's one of those young. I think he's better than Jameis, honestly, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think
Jameis has an ego.
Although, like, I kind of do think he's a horrible coach. I think if Chip Kelly would have went to Tennessee, I think it would have worked, man. I think it would have worked.
I mean,
I watch my Titans. And I watch Mariota run that no huddle. Every time we run no huddle, we score. Every time we run the no huddle, he scores.
It worked in Philly, you know. For
what I'm saying is he came from Oregon. He came from that play style. So
if
that's what I'm saying. Like if Chip Kelly was there, you know what I mean?
The same thing like with the Rams. You know, like everybody thought. What's his name was gonna be a scrub his first year. You know, for me, I don't really. I mean, you can tell who's gonna be a buster. Now, you know, you can tell, but you really don't know until you put them in the system. You know, and you know, Jared Goff, his first year, he was bum juice. You know, he was being considered a bust as far as #1 overall picks as a quarterback. And, you know, Sean McVay came in, changed that whole. Everything changed, and you know, this dude lit it up. You know,
yeah,
obviously he had one of the best. To me, I think Todd Gurley is the best young running back in the league right now.
Oh, definitely.
That dude is.
I think he's the best running back in the league, personally, right now.
That dude is.
The only thing is they got a whole new receiving core.
That too.
Like, so nobody can load the box against TG3 no more. Like. You know what I mean? Like, they got a whole new receiver core. Like, they went and got Robert Woods and Sammy Watkins for the Bills, and they drafted Cooper Kupp. So it's a whole new offense. Like, he had no weapons last year. I can't name one receiver that was on that team last year. Like, I can't name one. Tavon Austin. He didn't even really get no snaps. So.
Like I watched him. It's crazy because I went to college with somebody that played with him. That was a high school teammate.
Yeah.
And, you know, he raved about him. You know, he raved about.
I mean, he was fast.
He raved
fast.
about dude like he was God. So you know, us sitting in class, you know, or even at practice, like we listening to him. It's like, who? You feel me? From New Jersey. So he's like, who? Like, yo, watch out for Tavon Austin. So I'm like. I gotta check this guy out.
Yeah,
What school he go
he
to?
elusive.
West Virginia? Alright, let me check this guy out. And shit.
I mean, he lit it up in college,
Yeah,
though.
I
He
mean,
lit it up in
yeah.
college.
I guess that's what he made Gino a first round pick because Gino bum juice. Like, I feel like Gino Smith is trash. Like he's like a poor man's Vince Young. You know, like it's crazy because Vince Young has a winning record in the league.
Man,
I think he's about 30.
the
and
problem
12.
the problem with my Titans was Jeff Fisher. His coaching style just got old.
I mean,
Like,
he's probably one of those outside of Marvin Lewis. I feel like Jeff Fisher is probably like one of the most horrible coaches.
his coaching style just got old. Like,
I think he got over with the Rams that won the Super Bowl because you couldn't.
Yeah, because we made it. We made it to the bowl.
Yeah, Kurt Warner, which people you couldn't really game plan against because he basically before that he was basically packing bags at a supermarket. You know,
Yeah.
so how you game plan against a guy who pack bags? You know, you can't. Obviously
They was great though.
basically
That team,
the greatest show on turf.
yeah, that greatest show on turf. That team was great. Like,
Marshall Falk, Torrey Holt,
as
Bruce,
Ricky Pro.
Yeah, they had a nice core.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I think, I don't know. Like other than that, like I think the only team that I've seen where, they had, a bunch of Hall of Fame. I can't even name one that actually had a Hall of Fame offense, like quarterback, running back, wide receivers, 2 wide receivers like that. Torrey Holt Hall of Fame?
I don't know. He should be.
Yeah, if he not,
One of the best route runners.
If he not, he should be.
One of the best route runners I ever seen.
If he not, then he should be. But speaking of Hall of Fame, like I'm really digging this Hall of Fame class right here.
Who you got? I know Ray Lou.
You got Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher, Terrell Owens, Randy Moss.
T.O. got it?
Yeah, T.O. got it. Finally, after 3 years. T.O.
Oh, I didn't even know T.O. got it.
Yeah, T.O. That's crazy because I told a friend of mine, I was like, they gonna get T.O. T.O. gonna get in when they get Randy Moss in.
Because you couldn't have Randy without T.O.
Randy without T.O.
Yeah, you couldn't have Randy without
outside of, your man from San Fran, those probably arguably the 2 best wide receivers.
All time.
All time. And next up, in my opinion, right now, like he really gets not enough credit, but I think honestly the best wide receiver in the league today is Larry Fitzgerald. Like that's just my humble opinion. Like I think one season he went through, I think it was like last season or the season before that when he went through 3 quarterbacks and he was still productive. Like
No, that's a fact. I always say like Larry had the roughest road because he had Kurt Warner for 2 years. I think that was it. Like the rest of his quarterbacks, like who the fuck is Joe Skelton? Like, he had some terrible quarterbacks, man.
Quarterback he had was Carson Palmer, and he called it quits.
Like he had some terrible quarterbacks, man. So like I could just imagine,
and
like
the man still went out and was productive. Like that's pretty insane.
But in the same breath, he also played alongside another Hall of Fame wide receiver.
Yeah, the guy.
Like Anquan Bolden was
the guy that was there before him.
Like Anquan Bolden is the truth. Like,
yeah.
Like let's not kid around with that.
He now has he has a Super Bowl ring with the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, he got one with the Ravens. Yeah.
Like I feel like Larry loyal. He loyal to Arizona. But for me, I feel like he should just go out and get that. I mean, would you rather do play for a team your entire career and don't win? Or would you rather just sign a 1-year deal with a team that you know is going to win?
I can't think for that, man. Like, it all depends on your morals and what you play the game for. Like, sometimes you go into the league, you know what I mean? You won a Super Bowl, but you become so connected to the community that, you know what I mean? You can't leave. You can't LeBron James the situation, my nigga. Like, you can't Kevin Durant the situation. Like, you know what I mean? You can't just up and leave your peoples like that. Back in the day, we called that a flat lever.
Kevin Durant went to Golden State.
Listen, man, it's the same
out
shit.
Out of the blue, he just became tough. Like, I don't know where he came from. I guess because he's been hanging around Draymond Green for too long. But you know, the man went to Golden State and automatically was tough. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, he's stepping his defense game up. You know, I think he leads in blocks this season. You know, he's up for Defensive Player of the Year award. You know, it's pretty amazing. But you know, when you got a team where you got 4 other guys, you got 3 other guys on any given night. Well, technically 2. I mean, Draymond can give you something, but
I've seen Draymond go for 30.
Yeah, but when you got 2, arguably the best backcourt in NBA shooting wise in NBA history,
Right.
like you can breathe a little. You know, you can really breathe a little. But at the same time, Kevin Durant came to that team, he was automatically the best player. Because like when you got a guy that's 6'11", and when he goes up to shoot, he's about 7'5". Like, how do you stop that? You know, it's tough.
True. Man, he just went for 50 last night on my Blazers. I caught the end of that game, but we got the dub though.
Portland got the win?
Yeah, my man Lily went for 42.
That's another guy right there. So Damian Lillard is so under. He got snubbed, right? He got snubbed.
Nah, he an All-Star.
He an All-Star game. Cool.
Yeah, he an All-Star.
Who team he on?
I'm not sure.
You with Team Braun?
I'm not sure which team he on.
Like,
I know he an All-Star this year.
I think LeBron is kind of funny with his team, his starting lineup though.
I mean,
I
they
like
gonna
his-
get the MVP, the All-Star MVP.
Honestly, I really think LeBron gunning for that. I really think LeBron is really gunning. It's either gonna be Braun, Harden, or Westbrook. You know,
I
it's just-
think
I think he's really.
my sleeper pick for All-Star MVP is Greek Freak.
Yeah, he's
I think Giannis.
That man
I think Giannis got something to prove this year.
That man is on the rise. You know, that man is definitely on the rise. You know?
He been playing with something to prove this year.
I think, you know, I don't know if he's been working out, but I think he's been working out with Braun. Braun said it. I think when they played Milwaukee, he said he doesn't mind, you know, putting him under the wing. You know, like so. I think he's like 20.
Like 21, 22.
21, 22. He's been in the league since he was 18. You know, so if you got a guy in LeBron who's also been in the league since he was 18, you know, he's been through the ups, he's been through the downs, he's been booed. He still gets booed, but he's been to a point where he's been at rock bottom when he went to his first year in Miami, where everybody basically hated him. You know, and he came back. You know, everybody loved him again. You know, he ended that 52-year drought in Cleveland. And, you know, for a guy that basically understands, when he's on that court, he's basically the smartest guy and the best player on the court. If he could give the Greek Freak any type of knowledge, it's going to be scary. Because, you know, it's always up for debate who's going to be the next best player in the league once LeBron leaves. Because honestly, until LeBron... at the end of the day, while LeBron is still in the league playing at an all-time high level, he's still in my eyes the best player in the league. You know, like nobody.
But do you have like predictions on who you think gonna be the next best?
As far as like guys that's been in the league for years.
I mean that's coming up, or like whoever you think is gonna.
I think
when
like,
LeBron reached that
time
where Father Time was undefeated. You can fight Father Time as much as you want.
Yeah, it comes a time, you know, where you consider like
all the sitting in the hyperbolic chambers and all that shit. That shit ain't gonna work no more.
You sit there and think like, all right, when is the time to go? You know, when is the time?
Not even time to go though, but like time where he's a role player.
Yeah, now you consider yourself a role player.
Yeah.
I think once you get to that point where you're considered a role player, which I honestly don't think at some point LeBron will ever be considered just a role player.
I mean, not a role player, but he's not gonna be like.
I mean, when he loses the athleticism and whatnot, he still has the IQ there. You know, so I think when he calls it quits, I think he'll be number one in the league all time scorer. You know, because you really want to be technical, he's right now he's 30,000 plus in, 14 and a half seasons in. You could say consider it 14 and a half seasons because the season is not fully complete. You know, but I feel like by the time he's done with this season, he'll probably be top 5 all time in scoring. And that's kind of scary for a guy that's never really been significantly hurt to where he needed surgery.
Right.
You know, so for him to be, 14 and a half in, I think right now he's sitting at 7 or 6 by the time this season is over. And the way he's playing now, with he's rejuvenated, this Cavs team is rejuvenated. He brought in 4 young pieces. You know, Bron is really rejuvenated. And I think now that he's going to get to a point where I think by the time this season ends, he'll be top 5 all time in scoring. And that's kind of scary because I think if Kobe would have never got hurt, if you give Kobe LeBron's longevity and sustainable health, I think right now Kobe would probably be number 1 because
I mean,
he has that killer. I mean, he shoots.
What Kobe played 20 years?
Yeah, 20
years, right?
I mean,
you gotta remember, like in his first years, he wasn't.
He came off the bench.
I mean, not only that he came off the bench, he wasn't the number 1 guy. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like. Yeah, like he played alongside
he had Shaq.
a Hall of Famer, nonetheless. Like LeBron came into Cleveland.
He came to Cleveland.
It was LeBron and Boobie Gibson, like you know what I mean? Or
Gary Gibson was
fucking
there, like
Zudronis Ilgauskas, like.
When LeBron got there, he had Darius Miles, who was quote unquote, projected to be.
He was done.
Yeah, they had.
He was done already.
What had Carlos Boozer, who really Carlos Boozer
I don't
wasn't.
think he was there yet.
Yeah, he was there. He just wasn't the Carlos Boozer that from Utah. He was Carlos Boozer. We didn't know him who he was.
Carlos Boozer wasn't there when LB first got there.
Carlos Boozer was there. His first season he was there. And I think after that he went to Utah with him, Darren Williams, and.
I thought he went to Utah.
Nah, he was there LeBron's first year.
Okay.
And I think the season after that he went to Utah, and that's when he became Carlos Boozer All-Star. He had a guy with him.
When LeBron drafted? 03?
2003.
03? Oh, okay, yeah. 05 was when CP3 and D-Will came in. Yeah.
They went to college. Because Bron and Chris Paul played in the same high school American game together.
Right.
Chris Paul decided to go to college. And, at the end of the day, college wasn't even. I wouldn't even consider college, knowing that you would have been the first. I look at it as even if he went to college, regardless of what draft he went to, whether it was his first year, second year, third year, or fourth year, he was going to be the number 1 overall pick, regardless. Because of his upside.
Right.
I just say, imagine if he went to college, and developed even more, even more of a jump shot, it'd have been insane.
I don't know if he would have developed a jump shot in 1 year, but
I mean, if he didn't.
It took him playing with one of the all-time greatest shooters for him to actually get a jump shot.
I mean, yeah, when he went to at the end of the day, when you in Cleveland. You young, you basically pretty much more athletic than everybody on the court.
Yeah.
You're not really gonna shoot jump shots. You're basically gonna try to just dunk on everybody. And I guess when he went to Miami, me personally, I tell people his entire career, you can't really find any blemishes that he's ever done. He's never got arrested before, you know.
Oh, you mean like off the court type
Yeah,
shit?
anything like that.
I
think the
my
only
own court. 'Cause I was about to say that.
The only
That
bad,
Dallas series, boy.
I mean, he still ain't learned how to win. You know, you feel me? Like
Dallas series, that nigga.
to me, I feel like that Dallas winning that chip, was a fluke. Cause I feel like
we're not gonna do that.
Nah, I feel like
we're not gonna do that.
I feel like that Dallas game
Nah,
was a
man.
fluke. You know, Dirk came alive. Don't get me
Oh,
wrong.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're not gonna do that.
Dirk
Like,
came alive.
Dirk,
But
come on, man. Dirk, you couldn't stop Dirk that playoffs.
But if Braun didn't collapse, there's no chance in hell.
Oh no, my man Deshaun Stevenson.
No.
Lock up D.
He was killing him when Deshaun was in
My
Washington.
man D Stevie.
Yeah, I think
What's up, baby?
Deshaun, I think he's the only guy that truly hates that he called LeBron overrated. Now he's not even in the league no more. You feel me? Like when LeBron used to kill Washington.
Yeah, he got his ring though.
LeBron used to kill Washington. That's why he hated him. You feel me? That's why Washington had a good team back then. You feel me? Karan Butler, you know.
D Stevenson got his ring, man.
They had the nice little squad until they ran into a young LeBron. You feel me? Like you just can't stop the man when he's on his game. Like, and
I mean, still sharp as steel. So you, as a competitor, you want to play against the best. You know what I mean?
What was it? Playoff series against Detroit, where he basically just took over. Like, people say, like, guys like Skip Bayless say he don't got a clutch gene. Oh, game 6. I mean, it's not as consistent as somebody like a Jordan or somebody as a Kobe, but like he has a list of moments where you just go, he came up clutch. You know, like most people don't know, like he was first game in Cleveland, step back against Golden State, swap. Back in when he was in Miami, same step back against he was swap. Like you feel me? Like it's like
he has moments.
You know, but the moment came,
I mean, LeBron's great. We're not gonna take away nothing from his greatness.
A lot of people hate him.
A lot of people hate him. I'm not gonna put him on that plateau, man. I can't. I can't put him up there by himself, man. He went and joined 2 other All-Stars.
I mean, you can't.
At that time, D Wade was the best 2 guard in the league.
But what was really Miami though at the time?
You know, Miami was a playoff team.
Well, but they wasn't.
Miami was a playoff team.
They wasn't fighting for no championships. They won. All right, yeah, they won one. D Wade, a young D Wade took over. But at the same time,
D Wade was the best 2 guard in the league.
At the time, nah, I still think it was Kobe.
Kobe was already over the hill, dog.
I still think it was Kobe. And I'm not as crazy.
Kobe was already over the hill,
man. I'm not even.
What was that? 2010, 2011?
The year Miami won.
The year he went to.
The year he went to. It was 2010.
Yeah, Kobe was already over the hill, dog.
I mean, they won the prior year before.
They won because of Kobe?
When the Lakers beat Boston the second time?
Yeah.
Yeah, they won because of Kobe.
They won because of Kobe?
Yeah.
You gonna sit here and say they won because of Kobe?
Yeah. They lost when they played Boston the first time. When, you know, the big 3.
So they lost because of Kobe?
I don't know. They lost because...
No. When they lost, tell me who they lost because of.
It was, I mean, look at who Boston brought in.
Did they lose because of Kobe or not?
No.
So they didn't lose because of Kobe, but they won because of Kobe.
Kobe was determined to get back.
Kobe had a horrible game 7. No, horrible though.
What was his game before?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. They was gonna lose anyway. If Kendrick Perkins didn't get hurt, they would have lost. They wouldn't because Kendrick Perkins got hurt, and LA had Andrew Bynum and Pau Gasol. Like,
so you saying Kobe can't win unless he has
an all-star team,
a big man?
No, I'm saying almost no.
Think about it.
Well, let me tell you my theory personally. Almost nobody can win if they don't have a big man. Like, not even a big man, a presence in the paint. Like, almost nobody besides the Bulls and
So
LeBron.
Horace Grant really wasn't that a presence those Chicago years?
Like a Shaq?
No, hell no.
Or Ben Wallace?
Shaq,
Or
like somebody that
a Tim Duncan?
Somebody that when you
So then if you do that, then you gotta say LeBron too. You gotta say Chris Bosh, because he was an all-star.
but he transitioned from
We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that.
He didn't transition.
We're not gonna do that.
Chris Bosh didn't become
We're
a
not
stretch
gonna
four.
do that. Did they beat the Spurs because he got the rebound?
Tim Duncan wasn't in the game.
I'm asking you a question. They beat the Spurs because he got the rebound, right?
He's there. You might as well have.
He got the rebound, right? So you needed that big man.
Kicked it
You
up
needed
to
that
him.
presence in the paint, right? So we're not gonna do that. If you gonna give Horace Grant credit, like
Of course, you gotta. Chris Bosh was at the right place at the right time.
listen, if you
he
gonna say Chicago's
I think
presence in the paint was Horace Grant,
I truly think. Who was the other big man?
who was the other big man?
I don't even know. You feel me? Like I think it was a white dude. You feel me? I don't even know his name.
You talking about the Bulls?
Yeah.
The first 3 years it was Bill Cartwright.
Then after that,
The last 3 it was Dennis Rodman and Luke Longley.
that was the name coming to my head. I just really didn't.
Yeah,
I just
no
couldn't
dominant
see it.
presence in the
Like,
paint.
I mean, when you got
So I'm saying, besides the
when
Bulls
you got a guy like I think
and besides LeBron,
to me, I think once Jordan got on the court, the team that he played already lost. I think it's a mental game.
listen to what I'm telling you.
I think it's just a mental game.
Listen to what I'm telling you. Besides the Bulls and besides LeBron, nobody had a dominant presence. Nobody won a chip without a dominant paint. That's what I'm saying. Like nobody won a chip without like a dominant presence in the paint except the Bulls and LeBron. So yeah, Kobe. You remember when Kobe had Smush Parker?
Who?
And he couldn't beat the Suns.
Who's Smush? I don't
Yeah,
think Kobe
exactly.
I don't think Kobe spoke to the guy.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's what I'm saying. Kobe, that team was an all-star team, though. Like everybody was an All-American in college. Like
Oh yeah, of course, because you playing against
yeah, you got
guys that's
Lamar Odom,
at your level.
you got Elo, you got Ron Artest, you got Pau Gasol and Andrew Bynum. Like
Who's they point? Oh, I mean,
D Fish.
You could, yeah. That's pretty much who they bench.
I don't remember they bench. Well, they had Trevor Ariza,
Defense.
Shannon Brown. Like they had a team. They had a squad. LA had a squad. Let's not get that confused.
Oh no, I'm not. To me, all right, I'm gonna clear the air because a lot of people think because I like LeBron so much that I hate Kobe. I don't hate Kobe at all. I think Kobe is the second best shooting guard ever to play in the NBA behind Jordan. You know, I
Okay.
mean, Phil Jackson said,
I guess.
comparing the both of them, he said Kobe was more hungry. You know, you got a guy that coached both of them for a certain amount of
Yeah,
minutes.
you can say that, but we seen what Mike did. So.
Oh, of course.
Like,
of course.
You can say that, but we seen what Mike did. But yeah, like all I'm saying is, LB went to Miami, 2 All-Stars.
Chris Bosh actually, I look at
Chris
it as
Bosh
this.
was an All-Star the year
I
before he
wouldn't-
left Toronto.
To me, I wouldn't consider LeBron going to Miami as the same way as KD going to Golden State. Pertaining to
I
this,
mean, no, it's not.
Pertaining
It's
to
not. It's not like
now, if Braun
dot
was-
for dot the
if-
same
if-
thing.
If Braun, what LeBron did was he made it to where players have the power to do what they want to do. You know, instead of the owners doing it. You know, he took it. He made it so where if the players have an opportunity to go oh yeah, I want to go win a championship here because my dumbass owner can't get pieces to come to. Well, mostly there was a 60-win team 2 years in a row.
They had a bunch of old niggas.
You know, but when it came come playoff time,
they had a bunch of old niggas.
Exactly. He's like, we're gonna let LeBron do everything, even though LeBron collapsed in the Boston series. You know, I look at it as during the whole season, how I see it as LeBron thought of it as this: if I come back to Cleveland, nobody's gonna come there with me. So what can I do to get over the hump of Boston? I think it was how can I beat Boston rather than joining them.
I totally understand what you're saying, but he still left. He still left.
Who was coming to Cleveland though at that time?
I'm not saying that.
To me, I think what it is. I think how I look at it.
I'm not saying he didn't have.
He needed leadership. That's
I'm
what
not
it was.
saying he didn't have a real problem. I'm saying you can't justify it.
You have to, because at the end
No,
of the day,
you don't have to.
He came.
No,
in,
you don't.
LeBron came in the man. The keys was handed to him.
Bro, we just talked about Larry Fitzgerald and him staying as an Arizona Cardinal. You can't. There's no justification for either side. Like him staying as a Cardinal and not getting a ring. That's because that's the choice he decided to make.
Was Larry
LeBron leaving?
But you think about it like this: was Larry Fitzgerald highly scouted coming out of high school? Oh, he's gonna be one of the all-time greatest receivers coming out of high school. Well, most people don't know Larry Fitzgerald was a bullpen.
Well, all right, whatever. So coming out of college, he was.
What college he went to?
He went to Pitt.
That's one of the most prestigious colleges.
It don't matter whether it's prestigious. He was. The year he came out, he was on the cover of the NCAA.
They had a chance.
He had the most consecutive games with a catch in college history.
But can you?
He was.
But can you really compare him coming out of college?
It's two different sports. You're comparing apples to oranges. Like the only thing I'm comparing is the fact that Larry stayed and LeBron left.
What I'm saying is, when Larry came to Arizona, there was already another guy there. Correct me if I'm wrong.
It was a terrible team.
But there was another guy there that was there. That's. Think about it like this: when Larry Fitzgerald came, wasn't Anquan Bolden there?
Bro, they
what
were a terrible team.
What I'm saying is, as a terrible team, wasn't Anquan Bolden there? So he had a guy that could put him under the wing to tutor him of how to do it the right way. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Are you comparing a 53-man roster to?
No, I'm comparing.
12 to 15?
What I'm comparing. What I'm saying is, when Larry Fitzgerald got to Arizona, wasn't Anquan Bolden already there?
But you acting like Anquan Bolden was there.
You
acting like Anquan was there for 5 years.
No. What I'm saying though,
he might have been there for 2 years. So who taught him?
What I'm saying is,
what you saying?
I'm asking you a question. Anquan Bolden was already there. He was there. Wasn't he Arizona's #1 receiver before Larry came? Wasn't Larry Anquan Bolden?
Okay, Anquan was the number one receiver.
I put it to you like this:
okay.
When LeBron got to Cleveland, at 18 years old, Dan Gilbert handed him the keys, said, "You take us to where you want to take us to." What player was there to be like, "I'm gonna teach you how to do it this way"? Just answer the question. Like, who was on that team that be like, "I can do it. I can teach you how to do it."
If we're gonna make that comparison, Zildronis Ilgauskas. If we're gonna make that comparison. Because what round was Anquan drafted in?
What
round was Anquan drafted in?
I don't even know.
3rd or 4th round.
I mean, the rounds don't mean nothing. Look at Tom Brady.
Right, the rounds don't mean nothing, but you acting like Anquan was already there. He was already an established veteran. He was learning just like Larry was learning.
But he had somebody there with him that LeBron didn't have nobody.
I'm telling you, Big Z was there.
Well, who was
Big Z was already an NBA veteran.
Who was Big Z? Who was Big Z before LeBron got there?
He was Big Z. He was an NBA veteran. Who was Anquan before Larry got there? He was just the #1 receiver on a bad team.
But at the same time, could Big Z sit there and talk to LeBron like, this is how you be a professional, this is how you do it, how you do it, how you do it?
Yeah, because he was already 4 or 5 years in the league, bro.
You can't. What round was Big Z picked in?
How? I don't know.
I don't even know.
There's only 2 rounds in the NBA draft. I don't know. You tell me.
I don't think he went drafted. Be honest with you, I don't think.
You the one that's making the comparison, though. I'm telling you, there's no justification.
What I'm saying is, regardless of whatever round Anquan Bolden got drafted in, he was already there when Larry got there.
Big Z was already there when LeBron got there.
Big Z is not a big name.
Anquan's not a big name.
But Anquan Bolden was somebody who hustled.
Big Z ain't have no hustle?
No.
You challenging his hustle?
Yes.
That's crazy. That's crazy. How you gonna challenge his hustle?
Because who was he before? What was Cleveland's record before they drafted LeBron?
I don't know. What was Arizona's record before they drafted Larry?
What pick was Larry?
Larry was like top 10 pick.
So I mean, they was bad, but they wasn't. He
wasn't bad.
He wasn't a lottery pick.
Let me see. Let me see what pick Larry was. I don't remember. I feel like he was drafted like number 4.
What round he was? What pick he was?
Oh.
I mean, it should have been up there.
Number 3.
He
was a lottery pick. He was a lottery pick.
What pick was Anquan Bolden?
Anquan, I know for sure he went like 3rd or 4th round. Like, he was rookie.
He won Rookie of the Year. So they knew what they had in him. The man won Rookie of the Year.
Don't mean nothing, man.
Rookie of the Year. That means in your class, you were the best receiver as a rookie.
54, second round.
So if a second round draft pick to win Rookie of the Year, that means he worked his ass off. So if you let's say you was a 3rd round pick and you win Rookie of the Year, that means you're doing something completely right. Correct me if I'm wrong. That means you come to practice.
I mean, you know how to ball. If you're in the NBA, you know how to ball.
You're a professional. I mean, it's 10 guys on the court.
I don't mean you're a professional, bro.
If you win Rookie of the Year, you doing what you have to do.
How that mean you?
And you said they was on a bad team, correct?
Didn't Pac-Man
Jones?
Didn't Pac-Man win Defensive Rookie of the Year? Does that mean he was a professional?
At the time, he was doing what he had to do.
Yo, you could try to defend LeBron all you want to, but listen,
I look at it as
it's not the same as KD.
LeBron came into Cleveland the man, and for 8 seasons, he couldn't get it done. So what he did was I don't think he didn't respect Dan Gilbert as an owner. I truly don't think that. I don't think he respects him now. He don't. After when he first left, I just think he did not respect Dan Gilbert as an owner.
So
do you respect Dan Gilbert as an owner?
So because
I don't think he respected Dan. I think what LeBron did was
I
hated the decision, to be honest with you.
So because he don't respect Dan Gilbert is justification for going to join 2 All-Stars?
You can't win without at least 2. You can't. It's impossible.
So it's who?
Who did it?
Dirk?
Dirk didn't win.
There was no All-Stars on his team that year. He was the only All-Star.
Jason Terry wasn't an All-Star?
That year? No, he wasn't.
Was Jason Terry All-Star? Period.
It
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter though.
It does matter when you playing next to the second best. When you playing next to
Jason Terry have an All-Star next to his name?
He wasn't All-Star the year before, and he wasn't an All-Star that year.
But
it makes a difference when you're playing with the best shooting guard in the league. By numbers, the second best power forward in the league the year before.
And Chris Bosh was the second best.
By numbers, yes, he was 24-10.
When did Toronto?
They went to the playoffs, first round.
Got eliminated.
Yeah, because he was by himself.
By who? LeBron done it by himself, and he's never been.
We know LeBron's greatness. We're not questioning LeBron's.
He's never been eliminated in the first round in his entire career. He's never been.
Yeah, he did.
Look it up. He
didn't lose the first round of.
He
didn't lose the first round of Orlando.
That was the conference finals. He's never. That's the year that it was supposed to be LeBron versus Kobe in the finals, and
that was the conference finals.
Yeah, it was the conference finals. That's when Orlando. That's when Orlando first went to the playoffs and they lost the finals and they lost to Kobe.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're right. I think they played because Orlando played Charlotte in the first round. Yeah.
Even that Orlando team is kind of pretty good.
Yeah, Orlando team was good.
Turkoglu was killing.
Dwight, Skip, Jameer Nelson. Yeah, that was a good team.
I truly think if it wasn't for that shot, they'd have got swept. If it wasn't for that shot.
That was a bad team. I'm not here questioning LeBron's greatness. I'm just telling you what he did.
And what I'm saying is,
and he gotta own it.
And what I'm saying is, I mean, he did own it, and he did it in the letter.
I'm telling you to own it.
But what I'm
you
saying
trying to
is,
justify him going to Miami.
What I'm saying is, when you come into the league as the man, and they're telling you as an 18-year-old, here's the keys to this franchise that hasn't won since the Browns. That's why his hairline receding, because it's all that stress.
Hey, bro.
You feel me? I think he went to Miami because he needed that leadership. He needed somebody like a D-Wade to teach him how to win, because D-Wade already had won. So he won.
They came out in the same draft, didn't they?
Yeah, they came out in the same draft. D-Wade was 5th overall to Miami. I think.
And they best friends. And they've been best friends before he went to Miami, right?
I honestly think.
This is what I'm saying. Like people be making excuses for LB.
It's not even.
Stop making excuses for that man. He went and joined 2 All-Stars so he could get.
I'm not making.
All right, he went and joined.
The difference between LeBron and Wade in that draft, Wade did 4 years in college, so the professionalism was there. He did 4 years in college.
Okay, so he was older than him.
Basically, he needed that lead. He needed leadership. That's basically what he needed. He needed leadership. And I guess he liked what he saw in Miami. That's like LeBron losing to Boston and him going to Boston. Paul Pierce probably would have 4 or 5 rings right now if he'd went to Boston instead of going to Miami.
I'm not comparing him to KD.
What I'm saying is, yes, he went to Miami.
He did.
I didn't see anything wrong with that, because at the end of the day,
that's crazy.
You see, that was a sucker move. Him going to Miami.
Yeah. That's a sucker move. You joining 2 All-Stars. That is a sucker move.
And KD joined 3.
That's a sucker move too. That's a sucker move squared. What are you saying? Because one sucker move is worse than the other, it's no longer a sucker move? No, you a sucker.
LeBron was Chris Bosh top 3.
I just told you by numbers he was the second best power forward in the league.
Next to Tim Duncan?
Yes, he get 24. He was averaging 24-10.
So all right. So what would you consider when he came back?
When who came back?
When LeBron came back to Cleveland, and they ended up trading Andrew Wiggins for Kevin Love. Is that a sucker move?
Was Kevin Love not a no?
What was Kevin Love number? What I'm saying is LeBron came back first, and all right. I'm telling you like this.
Okay. So we gonna act like LeBron didn't tell them, go get me another All-Star for Andrew Wiggins. Is
Is
that what we gonna do?
How do we know LeBron's? And this is the point.
You just said. Wait. We gonna go by what you said.
What I'm saying is,
we gonna go by what you said. You just said when he came in as an 18-year-old, Dan Gilbert gave him the keys.
They
right?
basically say, here's this franchise that hasn't won since.
So you don't think to get him back, they didn't hand him the keys?
What I think when coming
to
back,
get him back, they didn't hand him the keys. Yes or no?
To do what? To win the chip?
Did they hand him the keys? Yes or no?
Him and Dan Gilbert wasn't even talking.
Jay, did they hand him the keys? Yes or no?
Yes, you have to.
Okay, so if you hand LB the keys, then he tells you to do what?
We don't know specifically if he told them that, oh, I don't want to play with Andrew Wiggins.
He didn't say he didn't want to play. He said go get me another All-Star.
Did he say that verbally? Did he say?
I believe he said that.
You going off assumption? You can't go off an
if
assumption.
If they hand you the keys, why wouldn't you tell them what you want?
Off an assumption.
If somebody hand me the keys or something, I'm gonna tell them what I want.
Off an assumption though, like you be like, oh, I want to go get Kevin Love.
Jay, if you go to a car lot right now,
out of all people that
go get me an All-Star. I'm not saying they said go get me Kevin Love. I'm saying they said go get me somebody that I can win with. Somebody that I believe I can win with. Oh, hey, what you think about Kevin? If you go to a car lot and they tell you can have any car on the lot, you like, damn, I probably can get bitches in the Q7. You gonna tell them, yo, can you give me the Q7 or something similar? Right?
I think you can get bitches in any car. Point A, if a car can get you from point A to point B, a bitch is in there.
You get what I'm saying though.
I understand.
You get what I'm saying.
I understand what you're saying though.
If you like, yo,
most likely the fancier the car, the female's gonna really look
right.
at you. Like, oh,
let me get something fly that I can get bitches in.
But for me,
you don't want nothing with the bumper hanging off the back.
Oh, no, hell no.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying.
But how many cars look like that in a car lot?
I'm just saying they could have traded Wiggins for a donut and 2 bagels. Like, come on, B. Like, let's be real.
I had to talk.
LB went there, told him, yo,
I had to talk with.
I don't feel like really training no young boys. You already got a young boy in Kyrie. He been there a few years already. I think that was his 4th year.
It was his 4th year.
Fourth year in the league. You got Andrew Wiggins. You could leverage him with getting me somebody who's an all-star right now. Go get me somebody. They came back with Kevin Love, and they averaging 22 and 12.
I look at it as I had to talk with somebody that said, me and him had to talk, and he said that he asked me, would it have worked with Andrew Wiggins?
I don't know. I can't answer that question.
And that's exactly what I told him. I'm like, yo, and I told him,
if we're gonna base it off Andrew Wiggins' game now, maybe.
What was his game? His rookie year. Like let's say.
I think he averaged like 18 and 9 or something like that, or 18 and 7 or something like that.
But was he? Do you think he was? I mean, coming out of college.
But they didn't win that first year.
They were coming out of high school. Wasn't they compare? Like to me, I feel like all of them. I think they need to just completely stop comparing. Like high school players or college players, the guys that's already established in the NBA. Like they said, even with LeBron coming out of high school, they say, "Oh, he could be the next Michael Jordan." Nah, he's the next. Kobe was that. To me, in my opinion, I feel like that's Kobe.
Yeah, but
Kobe was Jordan, and LeBron was more like Magic. You know that big guy that could play point guard. Not saying Kobe and Jordan kick.
You're talking about like their game.
Yeah,
like
the game wise. I don't ever think.
I mean, but people are always gonna make projections. I mean, like that's just.
Do you think Michael Jordan is the that pedestal where whoever comes into the league or we're gonna compare them to him? Do you think? I feel like that's.
Well, if you're not that great, we're not gonna compare you to him.
Because now they're comparing a lot of these kids to LeBron, Ben Simmons. Even Andrew Wiggins.
Because they style of game.
And now the Zion Williams kid.
Zion Williams?
Yeah, whatever his name is. I think, he's going to Duke, so, he's going to play for one of the greatest head coaches of all time. But I think the kid's overrated. I've watched a lot of his highlights.
I haven't watched a lot of him, but
all the kid do is dumb. I mean, he do, you know, his high school highlights is basically a dunk contest. That's basically what it is.
Yeah, I definitely see him throw it on somebody.
Yeah, so it's like, for me, it's like, I want to know, dude, he got a jump shot. Okay, he handle, like, I mean,
Well, he had no jump shot.
I mean, but he can do everything else, though. He could pass. I haven't seen the kid pass the ball yet.
Oh, okay.
You know, his,
Yeah, Ben Simmons don't have no jump shot.
But he's
You see him pass the ball.
he's trained with LeBron since he came. Matter of fact, before he stepped foot on the NBA court, he signed with LeBron. He's been working out with LeBron. So, you know, as far as
So
for
why
me,
Zion can't do that?
the kid need to be tutored right.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Who's nurturing
I
these
mean,
kids?
people are always gonna have projections and like if your game reminds them of somebody else, because so many people came before you. Like this is NBA is not a new league,
No, it's
so
not.
people are always gonna compare you until you eclipse that pedestal where now you're the one being compared. Like, you know what I mean? Like just like homie out of Oklahoma, like. They comparing him to Steph. Trae Young.
Trae Young.
Yeah, they comparing him to Steph because of his shooting range. Like, you know what I mean?
But I think
Like,
that's a lot of pressure.
But when Steph came in, who was they was comparing Steph to like Reggie and you know what I mean? Like, so once you eclipse that pedestal, like,
But I mean, not too many people knew Steph would be this good. Because I mean, let's think about it. His first couple years, he was on the sideline with the ankles.
I mean,
But I think
you
personally,
gotta credit it to.
I mean, the man, you know, he did his thing. You know, he overcame them ankles, and you know, he worked his ass off. You know,
It's definitely
and but what most people don't know is LeBron tweeted about him when he was in college. I mean, I'm not gonna give LeBron credit for it, but LeBron actually tweeted about him in college.
I mean, I thought he'd be good. I didn't think
he was gonna be.
I didn't
this
think
good.
he'd be an MVP of the league, but a little bit of that you got to credit to
his work ethic. You have to credit his work ethic.
I mean, yeah, I would credit his work ethic. But I'm
man-
saying a little bit you have to credit to Golden State style of play because
Bob Jackson.
you can't. I mean,
to
yeah,
me,
Mark Jackson,
I
but I mean, just the GM, the front office staff, like the team that put the team together, because you can't play them the way you play other teams.
Oh, you can't, because at any given night, you don't know where Steph's shooting from, and two,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't play off Clay, and you can't play off. Well, at this point now, KD and Draymond can knock down the three. Like, so you can't play off them in the same style as you can play off of a JJ Redick. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, you can't play off them in the same style like you can play off of other shooters because there's so many other shooters around him. So you don't have that help D in the same way you might have it playing against let me see who's another like great three-point shooter. I mean like Harden. Not now, but like 2 years ago when he was in Houston.
When he
Like,
first got there?
Yeah, like people was playing off him because he didn't have that many shooters around him. So you could play and you could have that help D to stop him from driving the lane. You have to play up on Steph. And being that you so nervous about the three, he gonna go around you and get a layup.
Yeah, of course.
Because the help gonna come late. Because nobody wanna come off Clay. Nobody wanna come off KD. Nobody wanna come off Draymond.
But if you had to choose,
You gonna let Draymond shoot, but then you let him shoot and he goes 6 for 9 from three. Now you gotta play him.
that's what makes. I feel like
That's what makes Steph so good in that system.
I was watching.
Because Steph wouldn't be the same if he was in Milwaukee.
Well, nah.
There's no shooters out there.
Steve Kerr gave them the green light.
I mean, yeah, but just even if he had the green in Milwaukee, like it wouldn't be the same because there's not that many shooters.
Like I look when they played OKC a few years back, and Steph basically hit it from pretty much the half court.
Oh yeah, I remember
Like
that.
how many players would have shot that and made it? Would the coach be upset about it? Like what was you thinking?
It's a bad shot. Let's not get that confused.
I think for me, like when it comes to Golden State, because they shoot a high volume of threes, and Steph and Clay also shoot a high volume of threes. I think when it comes to them, there's like no such thing as a bad shot. I mean, to us, we look at it as
a bad shot.
We look at it as
it's a bad shot.
Yeah, it just happens.
It's a bad shot. But
his range is so.
He got the range to hit them consistently. But so in that sense, it's not a bad shot, but it's still a bad shot because analytics, like it's just like like because of analytics, like that's not a high percentage shot. Your goal in basketball is to get the best shot possible.
Yeah, of course.
That's the worst shot possible, to shoot from half court.
I mean, it just so happens to be Steph Curry.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like it's still a bad shot. Like even in watching them play Portland last night, like Damian Lillard took terrible shots, but they was going in.
Like you said, NBA is a game where they can miss.
Yeah. Golden State definitely changed. Golden State changed the way the game is played in the NBA.
Do you think it changed the way the game played even outside the NBA, where now everybody just wants to shoot threes?
I mean, everybody wants to shoot because they want to relate. Because everybody can't dunk, but you can shoot. Everybody sees stuff. He's not even undersized. He's like 6'2", 6'3", or some shit. But he's just not athletic.
He's skinny. I think that's what they mean by when they say he's undersized.
Like he's not athletic.
He's not the most athletic point guard.
Like he's not going up the windmill dunk on you. So being that, you see these incredible highlights because they're shots you're not supposed to take.
Yeah, and I think he's probably. I mean, of course, I feel like Kyrie's the best guard in the league. He got the best handle, in my opinion. I think Steph, of creating a shot off the dribble.
Steph has no handle.
You don't think he has handle?
Let's get that correct right now. Steph has no handle. It's just his threat of the 3-point shot makes you guard him in a way that he might blow by you.
As many times he doesn't kill Chris Paul and
yeah, but that's the threat of his jump shot though. Like you have to think about it. Like
I feel like he
you know who has handle? Rondo.
I mean, Rondo is that ideal point guard that you would like.
No, but Rondo has handle.
You really don't.
You just don't have a jump. If Rondo had a jump shot, you wouldn't be able to guard him.
You don't think Steph Curry has like handle? Like
it's not like he's not top 5 handle in the league. No, absolutely not.
When they asked AI the question, about like what guard he feels like has handle, and those are the 2 guys that he named. I mean,
I don't care who AI said. Like that's not accurate. Like he's not top 5 handles in the league. He's definitely not top 2. You gonna tell me Steph got a better handle than James Harden?
I mean, it's 2 different. James Harden's a different dude. Like
I'm asking you, who got better handle, Steph or James Harden?
I think James Harden got a better
Exactly. Handle. So don't tell me nothing about what AI told whoever he told. Like,
but they asked him about point guards though. They said I don't know.
No. You don't got better handle than John Wall.
I mean, not many people got better handle than John. I think you do John Wall. John Wall running up and down the court with the ball. You think he's the fastest?
I mean, that's what they say. I mean, I'd have to be on the court. That's one of those things. Like I'd have to be on the court to see if he.
I mean, you can look at it.
I mean, yeah, he go coast to coast fast, like him, Westbrook. Like, there's a few guys that go like coast to coast real fast, but I can't definitely say he's the fastest. Like, but I can look at handle and see like Steph. It's not Steph handle; it's the threat of the 3-point shot.
I mean, the man. Now you kind of right. You're right.
Yeah, like most of the time when he get by people, why? It's because he hesitated to shoot. His hesitation to shoot is why he blow past people. Because people would jump. You catch him with a birdie.
I think he has. He might not have top 5 handle, but I think the guy got handle.
I mean, he got handle. Well, I'm not saying he don't have handle. I just say he's not top 5. That's all I was saying.
So speaking of like the NBA right now, as far as like I feel like, do you feel like right now it's crazy because Golden State are no longer number 1. Like I mean, of course,
I mean half a game, bro. They got the same record. And the Rockets is up by half a game.
I mean, at the end of the day, we look at it as
they ain't got the same.
They've been
one more win or some shit.
I mean, would you believe do you think it's a cause of concern though? Or they like I was watching watching NBA TV and they said that right now Golden State is bored. You know, they're bored.
I don't believe that. I think I believe that was the problem with LeBron.
He just gets bored during the regular season.
I think
I think when
playing with the same team and like
when you've been to the finals past 7 years,
straight times,
you kind of do get bored. It's like, all right, All-Star break is here. You know,
they gonna power down the stretch.
Yeah, they're gonna do their thing. He probably gonna sit a couple games before the end of the season, play probably like 2 games before the season's over. They come playoff time, he gonna turn it on.
Yeah.
You know,
playoff basketball is different. Hey, all the announcers, all the TNT, all of them, they say that.
It's crazy because before, when they was going through a little thing, like everybody was like ready to quit on. Like, oh, now I'm giving up on the Cavs. They look like they're not LeBron.
They weren't playing inspired basketball.
And to me, I'm sitting here like watching LeBron for the past 7 seasons. The team that he basically started with is not the same team that he finished the season with. They always made adjustments. That's why I was like, I sit there and I argue with people like listen, it's the first half of the season. Yes, and as crazy as that may seem, they was losing. They was third in the East. Does that pertain to how bad the East is? That the fact that they was losing.
The East is bad.
And
the East is bad, and there's been a lot of injuries.
You still got Cleveland coming out the East. Who you think right now can really challenge them after seeing what they?
I mean, I still got Cleveland coming out the East. The Raptors is number 1, but Kyle Lowry don't show up come May. Boston, I think if Boston had Gordon Hayward, I'd give Boston a shot.
So
I'd give Boston a shot.
So who? All right, when LeBron turns it on, when he goes 0-30, come playoff time, they play in Boston with a healthy Gordon Hayward. Who's guarding LeBron?
It's not about who's guarding LeBron. So this is what people don't seem to realize. I mean, I know we haven't seen LeBron have a major injury or nothing like that, but he runs out of gas. Like,
I mean, anybody would.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
anybody would when you basically
like people acting like he don't run out of gas. Like,
I mean, he's
LeBron
human.
runs out of gas.
I mean, he's human.
Yeah, he's human. Even though he plays like he's superhuman, he's human. We watched him when Golden State won the first time. He ran out of gas.
I mean, yeah, he played.
But yeah, you
had to.
Those games that they lost in the fourth quarter, he was gassed.
So you believe with the healthy Kyrie and the healthy Kevin Love that year they would have won?
That first year?
The first year.
I mean, maybe. Maybe they would have won. But I can say the same thing about healthy Bogut and a healthy Iguodala and no suspension from Draymond when they lost.
I mean, even when
you can say the same thing.
if you think about it,
I always make those two arguments because everybody always say, "Oh, healthy Kyrie, healthy Kevin Love."
Draymond got himself into that situation. Stop kicking people in their nuts.
I mean, yeah, he did.
When
All right, well,
when
they lost Bogut and they lost, and Iguodala played hurt.
To me, I believe Bogut was the MVP of that team. I mean, because if you think about it, Steve Kerr made a smart move by putting, Iguodala in the lineup to guard LeBron. But, LeBron basically still, did his thing. I think Bogut...
He made it tougher.
Yeah,
LeBron still got off, but...
I think Bogut was the true MVP of that because he was the rim protector. I think he averaged about 6 blocks.
What did I say about having a presence in the paint?
And they try to go out and get
What
Bogut.
did I say about having a presence in the paint?
They try to go out and get Bogut and they got hurt.
I told you.
That's why I think now with the pieces in Cleveland, yeah, LeBron is rejuvenated, but I believe they still need rim protector because Steven Adams had 17 rebounds when they played OKC. Like, and Tristan Thompson said he's probably one of the strongest dudes in the league.
Tristan Thompson's a Kardashian now.
Yeah. I thought they was going to trade him.
He got the bag. He got the baby.
His second baby at that. Like, he left.
He don't care about.
That man left his.
He don't care about basketball no more, man.
I thought they was really gonna trade him to LA, and I read.
He might turn it on come playoff time. I don't know.
I mean, I read it where they said that the deal was done to get DeAndre Jordan, but the Clippers didn't want Iman Shumpert.
Oh yeah, Shumpert ain't playing ball no more. Fuck that.
Retiring.
I think Shump got the bag. We got 4 years, 70 bills, some shit like that. His contract. Shump got the bag, had his baby, his girl on tour. I think they about to do a reality show, right?
They have one already.
Yeah, like
episode yesterday.
Fuck basketball. Like fuck basketball, man. Nigga Shump about to be lit, boy. That's a fact, man. But yeah, be like.
No, I don't know. I feel like this season.
So you think Cavs gonna win a chip?
Are they gonna win another one or ever again or?
Are they gonna win one this year? That's the only way I see LeBron staying.
I mean, to me, I feel like with these young guys that they have now, I feel like he will stay. I don't, cause it's like when you think about it.
Oh, they gonna win the chip.
For me, yeah. That's how much.
Can we be realistic, man?
I'm being real. I'll sell myself short if I ever say LeBron will lose in the finals. I'm saying
you sell yourself short
because I feel like
he lost 5 times.
I feel like if you get to the finals, you have a chance to win.
I didn't ask you if he had a chance to win.
I
asked you, are the Cavs gonna win the title this year?
Yeah. Who you got winning?
We know you're a diehard. Whoever come out the West.
so OKC come out the West. They beat Cleveland.
Yep.
You believe that?
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
Why you don't believe that?
I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
Why you don't believe that?
Because Paul George and Melo. I don't believe that.
LeBron can't guard Paul George and Westbrook.
I truly don't. I don't believe if it's OKC. I believe if it's OKC
PG,
versus the Cavs.
PG starting to look like
if it's
PG right before he broke his leg. You're bugging.
If it's Cleveland versus OKC in the finals, I believe Cleveland wins 6. The reason why I say that I believe they'll win because I believe Westbrook will do too much.
Bro, you just said Steven Adams had 17 rebounds.
They still lost. Still lost.
Oh, you talking about the other night?
Yeah, they still lost. Regardless of what.
You talking about the other night?
Regardless,
it's going to the All-Star break.
They still lost.
Melo stinging him out. What, you going to get Lala for Valentine's Day? Like, niggas wasn't thinking about that game, man.
Speaking of this, worried about the Warriors. I mean, so what you think about them losing? To me, I feel like the reason why they lost, I feel like they lost.
I
mean, of course they coasted. I feel like the reason why they lost twice to OKC is because Kevin Durant is in his feelings.
No, it's because Westbrook is in his feelings. Westbrook won a ball.
That man balls every night.
Yeah, but when he played OKC, you see a different. Man, that's the crazy shit. Like
so
Westbrook ball every night, but when he played
Golden State,
he got a different ferocity.
So OKC, Golden State.
I don't know.
What's the conference finals?
I don't know. You can't just dismiss Houston like that.
I mean, you can't. Houston
is playing some of the best offensive basketball I ever seen in my life.
But
no bullshit.
Of course.
Bullshit.
You know, they really balling.
Offensively, no.
But what I'm saying is, which James Harden will show up come playoff time?
The one that's not gas. Because he finally playing with another. I mean, Dwight was an all-star, but he wasn't. They didn't get along. But you got CP3 there. You got somebody that won it just as much, that can take over for a quarter or two, so he could get back. Like,
you sure James Harden will show up come playoff time? Offensively, of course, because the man.
I'm saying, like, what happened with the Spurs.
I'm saying defensively.
I mean,
because you have to guard somebody.
James Harden ain't played defense since he left OKC, man.
At the same time, you got to guard somebody. Well, can James Harden defensively show up in the playoffs?
Against OKC or Golden State?
Whoever it is that they're playing.
Against OKC, yeah, because who they got up to 2?
I think
you don't even know who they 2 guarded. Fuck out of here.
I don't even know.
Exactly. Roberson is hurt, right?
Yeah.
Roberson hurt, so I don't even know who they 2 guarded.
They traded the other 2 guard to Indiana. Yeah, he's playing lights out too.
Oh, you're Oladipo.
Oladipo.
Yeah. Oladipo balling because he got that he got Bria Miles in his life.
The chocolate joint.
Yeah, that's his joint.
So I be balling too.
He balled out of control, but I think Houston. I'm not gonna count Houston out. Man.
I mean, I would never count Houston out because they, like you said, they playing the best.
Listen, to be real, I think if Kawhi didn't get hurt last year, it would have been Spurs.
Oh yeah,
guys.
and I felt the same way. I felt you did. Do you think what's called it sticking his foot out was dirty, or it was just I'm trying to block the shot and you just so happened to land on my foot?
Nah, it wasn't dirty. That shit was filthy. That was filthy.
And I was arguing with people. I was like,
that was filthy.
Like that Zaza play was dirty. Like, he said it was filthy. I feel like
European.
Wasn't they up by like?
A lot of them European niggas play dirty, man.
They was up by like 18.
Dellavedova. Niggas play dirty, man.
You think Delly played dirty?
Yeah, Delly played dirty.
I mean, it wouldn't be right. So what's the difference between him playing dirty and them playing like that back in the day? Because a lot of them hits, I watched a lot of Detroit series.
Because everybody played like that back in the day.
So you think Delly...
Everybody played like that back in the day. So it's not dirty if that's an understanding of the game. Like, listen, this is an understanding. You come in here, you gotta suffer the repercussions. Like, and niggas wasn't going after your injuries. Like, Kawhi had already was hurt from the Houston series.
Yeah.
So you knew he had, like, you know what I mean? Like, you knew his ankle was fucked up.
So you think how you think about him now?
And Kawhi was smoking him.
They was up by
he
like
had 25 in the third.
They was up by like 18.
Let me get this nigga out the game.
So you think Steve Kerr drew that up? Like
I don't think Steve Kerr. I don't think Kerr that dirty to draw up like go under him on it. Nah, I don't.
You think Zaza just said it? Like
I think Zaza is a dirty player.
He dogging us right now. They up by like 18.
That's like saying did Kerr draw up for Draymond to hit niggas in the nuts? Like, nah, man. Like Zaza just dirty. Like
he was always known as a dirty player.
He just dirty. That shit was dirty. Like
that who he headbutted. He's dirty.
Nigga name is Zaza. Nigga name is Zaza, man.
So as far as the NFL, as far as I'm concerned, the draft is, who you think is the best coming out the draft? Like Cleveland once again has the number one pick. Do you think they should go get a point?
It's so sad. How do you pass on Deshaun Watson?
What he picked up? Oh, they
No, I'm saying, how do you pass on Deshaun Watson? Like, that shit baffles me. Like, you really pass on Deshaun Watson?
They have a laundry
I ain't
list.
gonna lie, they coach, what Deshaun Watson play? Clemson, right?
They went to Clemson.
Yeah, so, and they coach, who do they coach?
Dabo Swinney?
Dabo Swinney, yeah. He was hyping him up like, oh, this nigga about to be the Michael Jordan, the quarterbacks and all that shit. He was coming out the draft. I mean, like, I didn't think he would be that good, but I'm like, I said, oh, he alright. Like, he got that winner, like, he knows how to win.
Yeah. Cause
he knows how to win.
They lost to Bama the prior year. He came back, put weight on.
He knows how to win.
They destroyed Ohio State, and then he was determined to beat Alabama. They got it done.
And I just sat there, and I'm like...
He the one rookie of the year, in my opinion, if he never got hurt.
Oh, absolutely. I still a little kind of think he deserved it. I'm not even gonna sit here and hold you up. Like,
I mean, he got hurt. That's like to me. That's like saying for me. That's like saying Carson Wentz should have been MVP and not Brady. I believe he should have.
I kind of believe he should have too. Like he got hurt. It was like 3 games left. Right?
3 games left. He was hurt. Like the MVP should have been
him.
him.
The nigga threw a touchdown on that torn ACL. Like
he tore it, and then like 4 plays later, he
tore it, and 2 plays later, he threw the touchdown to Alshon Jeffrey. Yeah,
that's toughness. I feel so. Do you think it's quarterback controversy now in Philly?
Yeah, absolutely.
You think they'll trade?
I don't know what they're gonna do.
I
don't know. I have no idea.
Like I told
but it's like, how do you get rid of the quarterback
or your future?
How do you get rid of the quarterback that just threw 3 touchdowns and ran 1 in? Like, it's not like they won because of the defense. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't like a Tampa Bay win.
He basically taught doing his defense.
He helped put up 41 points, my nigga. Like, how do you get rid of him?
I told once he won the Super Bowl, I said he is now the hottest commodity in the league. Now it's more like Philly is like, what do you want for him? What are you willing to give up to give us, like
Cleveland on trade for him?
Will Cleveland be willing to give up that first overall pick?
Yep.
To get him, and that's kind of scary figuring out who would Philly pick with that first overall pick.
Nah, they're trading. I'll trade down for more picks. Yeah.
If I was Cleveland,
if I was Philly, I'd trade down for more picks.
If I was Cleveland, I'd do the same thing. Like, I mean, they got a nice. I think he should have stayed another year.
What's my son out of Louisville? Can he come out this year?
Yeah, he's coming out this year. Lamar Jackson?
Take him.
Yeah, he's coming out this year.
Take him.
Take number 1 overall pick?
Take him. Number 1 overall.
They got to do a lot to build that team.
Take him. Take him. You got Joe Thomas coming back next year off injury. Take him. They don't have to. They don't have to do a lot to build that team.
Oh no, they don't.
They don't.
They
got a good team. Josh Gordon came back. Looked like he didn't lose a motherfucker.
Oh nah, and now he about to have a full off season.
It looked like
to me, I feel like the one guy that should have never left was Terrell Pryor. He was basically their offense last season. Over 1,000. For a guy that transitioned from quarterback to receiver.
He definitely helped me get to the playoffs in my fantasy. So
put up over 1,000. I think he should come back because he'll be a free agent. It didn't work out. It didn't pan out in Washington.
They only signed him for 1 year.
Yeah, he went to Washington for 1 year. It was more like one of those type of deals that or I'm gonna show you that I can do it somewhere else with a better quarterback.
Yeah, because he didn't really like get a lot of separation in Cleveland. It was really like combat balls, like jump balls and shit like that.
The guy's like 6'5". He played basketball too, so it pretty much works. It pans out for him. But I think if he could come back, it's crazy because I think they drafted 5 receivers
last year.
Nah, like a couple years ago, they drafted about 5 receivers. I think Coleman out of.
I like Corey Coleman. He broke his hand last year, so he.
I think if you could bring back Terrell Pryor on one side, you got Josh Gordon a full season in, and he don't fuck up this offseason.
I think they go with what they got because I don't see Corey Coleman as a slot guy. Like he's not.
I mean, it didn't work.
He's not a Chris route runner like that. So I don't really see him as a slot guy.
I mean, they brought it. They had, which was kind of strange. Kenny Britt signed with them, and it didn't pan out.
They ain't have nobody. Remember, Corey Coleman got hurt. Corey Coleman got hurt first week of the season. He broke his hand in the first week.
Yeah.
So they didn't have nobody.
I feel like I think when it comes to the Browns, I think it's a mental thing. Like they're so used to losing.
I think go get that boy. It was Lamar Jackson, right?
Lamar Jackson.
Louisville.
They're not looking at him right. They're not looking at him as a first round pick. They're looking at white boy.
I'm so confused about how nobody was even talking about him this year.
They're looking at white boy from USC, white boy from UCLA.
Josh Rosen.
Those types of dudes,
right?
like
UCLA. He's just trash, man. Mitchell Trubisky, trash. He's gonna be trash. It don't matter what coach you go get. They fired John Fox for no reason.
I mean, I think you think John Fox was a good coach?
I think he was okay. Who they brought?
I think they brought in.
They brought in some nigga. I don't know. Some white nigga. Highest a black coach. Man,
I mean, he came from a pro style offense.
I don't think Patrick Mahomes is that good.
He just got a big arm. I don't think Andy Reid is the right guy for him.
No, if anybody's the right guy, it's Andy Reid. Andy Reid is a quarterback's coach. Like, I don't think McNabb would have had that kind of career nowhere else except for being under Andy Reid.
I don't know. Like I think they should have never really gave up Alex Smith. I mean, you get.
Like it's not a winner. He's just not a winner.
So you send him to one of the worst teams in the league.
Redskins not really that bad of a team. Their whole O-line got hurt. Like you got to take that into account. Like their whole O-line was like reserves, and everybody's not the Patriots, but they can just plug niggas in the O-line and it works. So I'm not gonna say the Redskins is that bad. They got some good pieces, like the running back was it Chris Thompson.
Yeah, he's another. Matter of fact, he's another one of those guys that.
I know he got hurt like late in the season, but when he come back,
he's another.
Rob Kelly, I like the running back Rob Kelly.
I think he's another one of those guys that you can line him up outside. And
Jamison Crowder, I like him at wide receiver. I like the young kid too. I want to say his name is Ryan Grant or something like that.
What position?
Wide receiver. Wide receiver on Washington. The kid on the other side of Josh Norman is getting better. DJ Swearinger is one of the top safeties.
They about to get the other safety back. What's his name? Sue Craven, safety from USC.
Yeah. They got a solid squad. It was just that O-line was hurt.
What you think about John Gruden contract? 10 years with the Raiders.
That was marketing. Damn. I don't think he's gonna coach 10 years there.
Oh hell no! I don't think. Shoot,
what?
but do you think within that 10 years?
I'll take that 10. I'll take that 10 mil a year. Shit.
Do you think within that 10 years that they'll win at least a Super Bowl?
I think they get 1 or 2.
You think they
get
can
the
win
ones.
one? At least if they get to 2, do you think out of that 2 will they win 1?
I have no idea. Like the NFL is just so
Unpredictable.
yeah. Like
I didn't.
I knew Carson Wentz was good from last year.
We didn't think he was that good.
I didn't think he was this good.
I mean, I think what it did, they brought in the offensive coordinator. They brought in from his college, and they brought that system that he ran at his college with the Eagles. They say he was able to
Yeah, but
flourish.
he played him like where the fuck he played? North Carolina State or something. He played like some.
I don't know the name of the school.
Yeah, like he played somewhere else. Like it wasn't like he played.
It wasn't a big time.
Yeah, like
a big time
he
school.
wasn't. He didn't play at like one of the top schools, so I didn't know how good it would transition to the pros. Like, you know what I
They
mean?
was looking at him. You think about these small schools like that nobody really pays attention to.
I mean, that's where you find some of the best talent. Like, just look at him. Look at where did Russell Wilson play?
Russell, he started out at North Carolina State. Then I believe he graduated. He had 1 year eligibility left, and he transferred to Wisconsin.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, you will find talent in small schools. Like, you know, some of the some Hall of Famers, like, especially wide receivers. Where T.O. played?
Tennessee, Chattanooga.
Where Jerry played? Mississippi State. Like he played D3 though.
Small school in
He
Mississippi.
played like D3 though. Like,
work ethic.
yeah, like it's.
I mean, even though Marshall is a pretty, they got a pretty good, it's a pretty high school. Like even Randy.
Randy with the Marshall.
I don't think they was one of those big time schools.
Yeah, like.
So I think
You will find some talent.
Yeah, you just plug him in and tell him to do your job.
You definitely find some talent, man. But appreciate you coming through, my G. You know what I mean? Chopping it up with me. You know what I mean? Definitely gonna have you again.
Definitely gotta do this more.
We can definitely when the football season come back. You know what I mean? We'll chop it up.
Definitely.
Probably like when the draft come around, or whatever. Talk about the draft picks and shit.
I think the Giants, in my opinion, the Giants with that second overall pick, they could go get Saquon Barkley out of Penn State.
No.
You don't think so?
Absolutely not.
You don't think he's that high? You don't think he's that skilled? They need a running back.
I think he's great. Penn State is my favorite
College? I think
my favorite college football team to watch.
But you don't think him going to the Giants will help him out?
No. It's not gonna help you if you running behind me on the offensive line. It's not gonna help you. It's not gonna help you, bro.
I mean, they can. You don't think they could get him and then go get Lyman?
No, trade that pick, or you trade down and you draft a whole new offensive line.
Knowing the Giants.
No, you need to draft a whole line though.
Knowing the Giants, they'll fuck around
and draft Saquon Barkley and ruin his career.
If not him, they'll get a quarterback.
They gonna ruin whoever they get. If they draft somebody to play behind center, they're gonna ruin his career. O-line is terrible.
You don't think no free agents will come there?
Do something. They gotta do something. niggas is running behind me. I'm the left tackle right now. Like
that's where their weakness is at. Left tackle?
their weakness is the whole O-line. I'm just saying, oh, the left tackle's terrible. First of all, Eric Flowers is not even a left tackle. They moved him there. It's terrible.
Is he terrible at that position?
He's terrible, period.
He's a terrible player.
He's a terrible offensive lineman, period. Niggas is just terrible. That O-line is, oh my God. And I'm not even a Giants fan, but I feel bad for the people that are Giants fans.
I don't feel for you.
Being that from New York, I just be sitting there. I'm like, yo, how? Tell me how was Eli supposed to be productive behind this terrible? And like, it's been bad for a while. Like,
I feel like Ben McAdoo, whatever his name is, Bob McAdoo, Ben McAdoo,
something
McAdoo.
Yeah.
He should have been fired during the offseason last year. I mean, you couldn't make no adjustments. Like you said, the O-line was.
Listen, I'm not gonna just blame it on him because I don't think he is the GM.
I mean, it starts like a triangle. It starts from the top.
I don't know. I don't know.
You can't fire the CEO.
No, you can't fire the CEO, but
you gotta now the CEO.
If y'all in the draft room and y'all drafting these terrible players, like, yeah, it's cool to go get you an Evan Ingram. Like, yeah, that's cool, but that's not where you need help. Like, you was good with regular tight ends, like your Will Tars, your Larry Donnell. Like, you was good with that. You didn't need to go draft a tight end in the first round. Like,
no. I think they should have
address that motherfucking offensive line that nobody can run behind.
I don't think they will address that.
They ain't gonna be a playoff team next year.
It's the Giants. I don't think they will. I think if anything, it's gonna be nasty. But I think even their defense, I feel like
their defense is solid.
Yeah, I feel like if anything,
like,
would
how many snaps you want the defense to take, bro? Like, when your offense can't get a first down, like, niggas is coming right back on the field. The defense damn near playing the whole game. Nah, man.
How you feel about Dallas?
I don't want to play either. I don't want to play either. I don't want to play. Matter of fact, put me. I'm Janoris Jenkins. I'm telling them put me on the O-line. Let me try to block. Fuck. like shit is terrible, son. Terrible, son.
How you feel about the Cowboys? When Zeke went down, when Zeke got suspended, you think they gotta get rid of Dez?
Get rid of Dez.
Send him win. What's his value? At this point,
unfortunately, you're gonna have to Randy him off. Like,
just let walk or send him to a horrible team.
Nah, you're gonna have to, like, remember the Patriots got Randy for like a 6th round pick from Oakland. Like, unfortunately,
23 receiving touchdowns. Just no Super Bowl.
Yeah, like, unfortunately, that's what you're going to have to do. And I still think Dez could ball a little bit. I don't think he's a number one. I don't think he's a number one no more. And I feel like that hurt Dak because they was telling Dak to throw him the ball. Like, so Dak was forcing. Dak was forcing balls to him.
I think Dak's favorite target was Cole Beasley.
Yeah, Cole Beasley or Bryce Butler.
Like those guys that want to work.
Yeah. I think you auction Dez off. You try to get a top receiver coming out the draft this year. I don't think I've really been following the receivers like that. I think Clemson got a dope receiver. I want to say Clemson got I think I watched one of their games and he was balling. Like, he was catching shit on niggas' necks. Like,
yeah, I really haven't really. I think this draft gonna be like.
It's not that receiver heavy.
It's gonna be defense heavy.
Yeah, it's not that receiver heavy, but yeah, go try to get you one of them top, you know what I mean, in the first round. Let Dez go, man. He's ruining the offense. And they had a few injuries on that O-line, that all-star O-line this year, so they'll be back. He'll be back. He'll be in the playoffs next year.
What do you think they need work on besides outside of Dez? Like, what about that defense?
I mean, yeah, they could. Again, injuries. Like Sean Lee was out.
That man always hurt.
He's not always hurt, but Sean Lee was out half of the year, so like he's low key underrated at the linebacker spot. Like,
Yeah, of course, because when he's healthy, he's one of the best in the league.
He's definitely
Him, I'm not gonna put him in that category with Luke Kuechly because
I will.
Healthy or just in general?
I'll put him in that category with Luke Kuechly.
Healthy wise or just in general? Like when Sean Lee's healthy, of course, when Sean Lee's healthy.
Well, yeah, if he's not healthy, he's not on the field. I'm just saying, on the field, Sean Lee, I'll put him up there with Luke Kuechly. Absolutely.
Tier 1?
Tier 1. Tier 1 linebacker. Absolutely. Absolutely. Think about how bad that Dallas, I'm not going to say bad, think about how much less talent Dallas defense has compared to Carolina. In Carolina, you got, first of all, you're playing next to Pro Bowl linebacker Thomas Davis. Then you got Keywan Short on the line, Starla Toulier. Like, you got talent on that defense. Dallas, I can't name nobody on that D-line. Oh, DeMarcus Lawrence, right? But this is like his first year of. He young.
He's young.
Yeah, he young. This might be like his second or third year.
Yeah, I don't know really follow him. The only person I really rock with on Dallas is Zeke. I like.
That's because you're a Buckeyes fan, but we don't care about that.
I like to me, I think
we don't care about that.
He's that team. Once he got suspended, everything just went downhill.
And he got suspended, and Tyron Smith got hurt.
I think
Travis Frederick was hurt.
I think with them, I mean, there's a lot of. I mean, Roger Goodell. I don't know. He's really been making a lot of bogus decisions lately. Like for somebody that.
Lately.
I mean, yeah. I mean, a lot of the bogus decisions. You know, like.
Not lately.
I don't. And they just gave him. He just signed a 5-year extension. Like you really. Yeah, nobody likes this man.
There's no NFL make money on its own. Like,
yeah, I mean it's football. You know, they call
make money on its own.
America's pastime. I mean, I feel like
baseball technically.
I mean,
but football's an American sport, so.
But yeah, I work at Citi Field, you know, during the Mets season, and I can pretty much tell you, even rival games like. Baseball is pretty boring. Like, I mean, I don't know. It's depending on who's there. Like when the Yankees come to town, of course it's gonna be packed out. Like,
yeah, I mean,
and I think this year when it comes with the Yankee squad, like who they picked up and whatnot.
Oh, John Carlos, man.
Like that's a you don't think yeah, that's a death lineup. I mean, if they put it how they put it, that'd be a death 3 people. You'll have Judge, Sanchez, and Stanton.
Yeah,
that's wicked.
Where you gonna put him at? 3, 4, 5?
In the middle of the lineup?
Yeah, I'll put him 3, 4, 5. I mean, fuck the Yankees.
What's your baseball team?
Atlanta.
The Braves?
ATL shorty. But JG's, you know what I mean? Definitely coming through, man.
Definitely stopped by.
Definitely went through
a few more times.
You know what I mean? Like my little slogan or whatnot. You know what I mean? It might not be your opinion. We ain't gonna tell you no lies, man. This is our truth, man. We out.
Definitely. Peace. So you put this on Instagram?
I put it on iTunes.